Pagkatapos ng pagkapanalo ng NLEX against TNT, 6-0 na ang NLEX Road Warriors to start the conference. And ngayon, ang usap-usapan ng mga PBA fans, parang 50-50 kasi sanay naman na tayong lahat na ang NLEX malakas kapag eliminations pero lagi kasi silang nagcho-choke sa playoff. So, a lot of people think na heto na naman tayo, NLEX na naman, malakas na naman sa eliminations. Tapos kapag dating ng playoffs, either matatapat sa independent team or sa kapatid nila na 8 seed, last conference, TNT, and all of a sudden, nawalan ng skill at nawalan ng talent ang NLEX to play basketball. And yung 50% think na ito na yun, yung Coach Jimmy Alapag, siya na yung parang savior at siya na yung parang sagot sa drought ng NLEX Road Warriors sa palagi nilang pag-choke sa playoff. So, ako meron akong take about this pero bago yun, gusto ko munang i-explain sa video na to yung napansin kong bago sa NLEX Road Warriors and kung bakit mas confident ako sa kanila ngayong conference. I'm not saying na definitely makaka-get over the hump na sila pero I think mas confident akong sabihin na parang okay, mas meron silang bala this conference because they added a new thing on top of the already existing efficient system that they had with Coach Jong. Parang in-enhance kasi. Dinagdagan ni Coach Jimmy ng flavor niya. And yun yung reason for me kung bakit parang mas meron silang mga weapons. Yes, the roster also nadagdagan sila pero the way they execute, the way they play their offense or they execute their offense, meron pang parang safety option. May safety net on top of their half-court offense na feels like sometimes parang matchup hunting pero ngayon medyo iba na siya. And first of all, ang isa sa mga bago na napansin ko ay yung horns. Napag-usapan natin to sa last Bakit's Explained episode na NLEX, mahilig sila magtakbo ng horns. So yung horns nila, medyo hindi siya yung nandito na horns. Medyo mas mataas yung horns ng NLEX Road Warriors kasi priority nila kasi meron silang LJ Gonzalez, may Evan Neely sila, Robert Bolick, Kevin Alas. Lahat ng players na yon mga downhill players sila. So, the higher the screens, the more space for them to drive. Makikita natin dito yung horns ng NLEX Road Warriors. Ang taas. Halos nasa taas na ng 4-point line. So, ngayon kung makikita natin tong area na to, ang luwag-luwag oh. Diba, whether mag-roll man dito yan si Bahio, mag-lift dito si Kevin Racal, ang laki ng space either for the roll or for the drive of LJ Gonzalez. And makikita natin dito, pagdaan ni LJ Gonzalez sa screen sa horns, magli-lift nga dito si Kevin Racal, and then i-snake ni LJ Gonzalez yung ball screen. So ngayon, nag-switch sa kanya si BGR and hindi nakakip up si BGR kasi mas mabilis nga naman, mas quick si LJ Gonzalez. And ang luwag-luwag dito, nag-help yung nasa corner si Varilla. May kick out pa nga kay Semera dito sa corner. Pero of course, pag meron ka ng ganong klaseng momentum, since nanggaling ka nga sa 4-point line, you tend to have more balance sa drives mo, which is yun yung nangyari dito sa NLEX Road Warriors. Makikita natin dito another horns action. Magsisimula siya with a horns out for Shawnee Winston sa stack, and then magpo-flow siya into an angle pick and roll or ball screen for LJ Gonzalez again and their import Jones. Makikita natin dito, ang napansin ko pala sa NLEX by the way, NLEX pag nagsaset sila ng ball screens, parang mga 80% of the time, ini-slip nung screener yung pick niya and they're not really setting solid screens kasi ang goal ng NLEX dahil meron sila mga players na magaling mag-dribble drive to the paint is to i-timing yung roll and yung drive better. Kasi if sabihin na natin si Jones dito mag-set siya ng solid screen, maka-drive dito sa LJ, ang mangyayari kasi dito mawawala sa action si Jones and the defense, especially ito si RHJ or si not RHJ, mas magkakaroon siya ng time to sukatin yung distance between Jones and LJ Gonzalez. So ang ginagawa lagi ng NLEX, ini-slip nila yung screen to either roll or pop para mapuwersa yung defense to have 2 on the ball or not have 2 on the ball and give LJ Gonzalez or their guards to dribble drive to the paint, forcing the defense na magbigay ng isa pang help defense, often leaving their corners wide open. Yun yung mangyayari dito. Diba? Pag dito nag-slip si Jones, so now, merong angle pa rin for Jones, diba? To catch that short roll pass from LJ Gonzalez. Pero since sobrang bilis nga ni LJ, sobrang quick niya to get to the basket, which is dribble drive, napwersahan dito si BGR to stunt, leave the strong side corner open, which is parang illegal yan. You don't do that. Sinasabi ng mga coach yan na parang iwan mo na lahat, wag lang yung one pass away corner sa drive. And yun yung nangyari dito, Semerad, na ang ganda ng conference so far. Na-unlock talaga yung laro ni Semerad kay Jimmy Alapag. And it makes sense kasi sa NBA, sobrang vina-value ng mga NBA teams yung mga ganyang klaseng player. Yung mga 3-and-D wings na nakapark lang lagi sa corner. And dito nasa part na to, pag-uusapan na natin yung safety net ng NLEX Road Warriors na sinasabi ko kanina. And NLEX kasi magaling sila sa half court, pero sometimes kasi the way they execute their offense, I mean from the past, yung panahon ni Coach Jong or the previous coaches na hinawakan ng NLEX. Dati kasi pagdating sa playoffs, bumabagal yung laro. So napapersa yung NLEX to play matchup hunting basketball or pick and roll Robert Bolick centric basketball for 48 minutes. So parang lahat ng laro ng NLEX ang bagal tignan kasi parang every possession tinatrabaho nila. So yung na-add ni Coach Jimmy sa NLEX, yung parang early offense nila na kapag either galing sa sablay ng kalaban or galing sa mismong shoot na they're going to execute their half court, minsan binibilisan nila yung offense nila. In early offense nila, lagi silang merong early offense bago sila mag-flow into their half court. Pero kapag, of course, kailangan mo ng talagang basket, kung ikaw yung NLEX, syempre magdodrawing ka ng play, magdodrawing ka ng horns, magdodrawing ka ng continuity motion, roll and replays na ginagawa rin nila from time to time. Pero, kumbaga, yung pinaka-basic freelance, pinaka-basic na formation, or yung pinaka-basic na ina-execute nila, laging may early offense. Laging meron drag screen kagaya dito. Ito wala kang drag screen actually. Tatakbo lang dito si Jones sa spot niya, mag-fill lang sila ng lanes, and Shawnee Winston is going to attack Glenn Cobuntino off the dribble. And ito, enough na to for their early offense. Kasi, dito pa lang, masishift mo na yung defense eh. Diba? Makikita natin dito, nag-help si BGR libre drop pass kay Jones. Sa next play naman, magkakaroon ng screen. Dito, makikita natin, again, early offense siya kasi 21 seconds sa shot clock remaining. Yes, nasa half court na sila and medyo walking pace na sila, pero this is still considered as early offense. Kasi, pag set na screen, okay, 2 on the ball for a brief moment, enough na yun for Jones. Again, makikita natin yung screen dito ni Jones. Hindi nga niya talaga sinet yung sarili niya. Parang nag-set lang siya ng brush screen ng onte to give Kevin Alas some sort of an advantage, pero ang priority talaga nila is to slip the screen. Kasi pagka-slip dito ni Jones, di ba, napwersa mo na si BGR na mag-help. May kick out na kay Rakal, pero sa play na to, hindi na kailangan ng kick out kay Rakal kasi good position na yun for Jones. And if wala mang mangyari, makikita natin dito, magsiset sila ng parang drag screen ulit, same play, Bahio and Kevin Alas, pero instead of Bahio rolling to the basket, since hindi siya si Daquan Jones, magsiset siya ng veer. Ang tawag dito is veer. Pagka-set mo ng screen, set ng screen, drag screen for the dribble drive, magsiset ulit siya ng screen dito, pin down for the corner shooter na mag-lift, aangat. Makikita natin dito, aangat si LJ, hindi open. So, nag-flip siya ng screen, and again, inislip ni Bahio yung screen. That forced TNT to switch. So, Nambatak against LJ Gonzalez, and napansin ko sa game na to, confident ang NLEX to attack Ray Nambatak one-on-one. And yun yung ginawa rito ni LJ Gonzalez. Spin move to his left hand, pasok. And again, dito, early offense, trail kay Valdez. Mag-handback siya kay Robert Bolick, and then makikita ni Robert Bolick, okay, Simon Enciso, kaya kong atakihin, and the spacing is perfect para sa NLEX. If merong mag-help doon, either corner, pwedeng tumira ng 3 points. And dito again, 22 seconds sa shot clock, medyo jogging pace sila. Medyo may pagka-secondary break na yung pace nito. Makikita natin si Enoch Valdez, again, magsaset siya dito ng parang screen, parang pistol action. Pero ang purpose lang talaga nun is to put 2 defenders kay Robert Bolick. And then i-slip agad ni Enoch Valdez. As usual, lagi sila nakaslip. Makikita natin dito, it forced TNT again to shift their defense. Kung meron pang ang kick out dito kay Shawnee Winston sa wing, mag-rotate dito si Not RHJ. Merong extra pass kay Semerad sa corner. Pero this time kasi, maganda na yung position ni Enoch Valdez. Spin move, finish, 2 points. Diba? With 17 seconds remaining sa shot clock. Early offense. Pero again, kung walang mangyari man sa early offense, kung let's just say yung early drag screen, walang mangyari doon. Pwede naman sila mag-flow ulit into their sets. Pero, them getting an opportunity to either shift the defense or score, parang mga 7 seconds into the shot clock, gives them a safety net na parang okay, hindi na natin kailangan i-grind out for 48 minutes. Every possession, mag-matchup hunting si Robert Bolick, maghahanap siya ng mismatch, is going to call for a pick and roll for 48 minutes, hanapin niya kung sino yung dapat niyang pasahan. Kasi ganun yung problema ng NLEX dati, parang masyado silang nagre-rely sa creation ni Robert Bolick, and nakasalalay lahat kay Robert Bolick, sino papasahan niya, ititira niya ba, etc., i-feed niya ba yung roller, etc. Pero this time, I've actually been seeing Shawnee Winston more active getting more plays drawn up for him. And that's a good sign for NLEX Road Warriors kasi it makes them more versatile as a team in terms of their attack. Hindi mo expect na for 48 minutes Robert Bolick pick and roll at kayang-kaya mong i-manipulate at i-bait ang NLEX into decisions na hindi naman ideal for them. Kumbaga, pick your poison kasi pag ganon. Pero pag ganito, maraming weapons ang NLEX, marami sila pwede puntahan and they have an early offense set na pwede silang makakuha ng solid 15 to 20 points per game of, early offense. Ang laking bagay nun para sa kanila and that gives them a better chance pagdating ng playoffs.